Chapter 9. The End. Or is it? Sam noticed several things all at once. The baby sat on a dirty towel with no food or water in sight. Matted fur covered the tiny body. The baby wailed. Sam's heart clenched, and so did her hands. She felt sad for the creature, but at the same time, anger toward her uncle. How could he do this? She thought. This is why Bigfoot is attacking every night? Sam grasped the wire enclosure. I don't understand. Why is it here? We have to give it back. The baby wailed again. That was the sound that had woke her the night before. How long had it been since the baby had been cared for? It's too late. Uncle Aldous tried to stand, but he was still too weak. He fell back onto the couch. We're doomed. Dean squatted in front of their uncle, looking him in the eyes. Sam is right. That baby needs help. It's never too late to do the right thing. Sam's finger found the latch, and slowly she opened the door. The creature backed away. The baby's wail turned into a whimper. It's okay. I won't hurt you, Sam said in a soft voice, not moving any closer. Are you hungry? What do you like to eat? Maybe some fruit? The basement door clicked. Dean had left. Sam knew he had gone to get food. By late morning, the baby had been fed and cleaned up. Uncle Aldous watched, but said nothing, while Sam and Dean cared for the baby. The baby slept in Sam's arm, holding onto her hand. You have to tell us why, Dean demanded of their uncle. Uncle Aldous wept into his hands. I shouldn't have done it, and now I don't know how to undo it. The story poured out of him. The reptile house hadn't been doing well the past few years. Apparently, snakes and lizards weren't the draw they had been in the past. He'd always known of the legend of Bigfoot in Raven's Pass, but he'd never really believed it. Then one night, he caught a glimpse of Bigfoot. I became obsessed. I tracked the creature night and day. I thought if I could find proof that Bigfoot was real, the reptile house would be saved. But then I found the baby in the nest. It was alone and wailing near the edge of the woods. Dean's mouth fell open. You took a baby from its parent? Its parent wasn't there, Uncle Aldous cried. I thought I was helping it. I thought it might be able to save us both. I would care for it, and it could be my new attraction. The sweet creature in Sam's arms wiggled, and she knew what they had to do next. We have to return the baby. It won't work. The little guy has marked this place as its home. I've tried to give it back when its mother comes for it at night, but it keeps toddling back here during the day, Uncle Aldous explained. Sam thought for a good while, until a question came to mind. Uncle Aldous, how do Bigfoots mark their homes? She asked. With their scent. That's what you smelled when you got here. That's what you smelled when you got there, he responded. And when was the last time you cleaned this place? And I mean really cleaned it, not just sweeping, she asked. Uncle Aldous sat dumbfounded. He honestly couldn't remember. Dean stood excitedly. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Sam? Cleaning day! They both exclaimed. Uncle Aldous shrugged his one good shoulder. I guess we can try. The rest of the day was spent in a Mad fury of scrubbing, mopping, and bleach. Lots of bleach. And all of the animals were put back in their enclosures. Meanwhile, the baby Bigfoot was kept in a cage at the edge of the woods. Sam and Dean gave it the occasional snack and belly rub. At dusk, sat on the porch watching the baby. The plan was to open the cage just as the sun went down. That way, the mother Bigfoot could get to the baby before it could toddle back to the reptile house. Caw! Caw! Crows circled above. Sam tossed pieces of her sandwich on the ground. Thank you for your help. The sun dipped further, turning to early night. The crows grew louder and louder. It's time, Dean stood. Sam's heart pounded. Together they walked toward the cage. As they neared it, all the forest noises stopped. No crickets, no frogs. Nothing but the crows. The baby wailed. A twig to the right snapped. Then another. The sound grew louder with each snap. Sam quickly unlocked the cage and darted back to the building. They could only hope that mother and child were reunited and would not come back. Several weeks later, gravel crunched under car tires as Sam and Dean's mom pulled into the parking lot of the reptile house. The sky still held hints of orange and pink. But soon the full moon would take its place. Their mom slammed her car door shut. Crows cawed overhead. Kids! Aldous! I'm back! Suddenly, a large and hairy hand covered Mom's face. The creature attached to the hand wrangled her into the herpetarium.